Hello, guys. Welcome back to the Laker family, where the Lakers got a pleasing win tonight. Very excited tonight, man, from what I saw, especially after that beat down that we witnessed the other night versus the Denver Nuggets. Uh, that we had no choice but to come out and show some type of urgency after we basically got clowned, for how bad we lost against the Nuggets, man. And we did that tonight. We did that tonight. We we came out strong and with um, more urgency, really, on the defensive end, in my opinion. I felt like we buckled down, especially in key moments of this game when we were supposed to. And it's mighty funny, man, how like I keep saying, every single time teams play us, they get healthy. You had Rudy Gobert out. I think it was due to COVID protocols. Been out so long, and just like right on schedule, these guys just come running back when it's time to play the Lakers. I don't know what it is about that, but we still handled business nonetheless. Uh, I felt we did a great job. Um, on their top scorers. Mitchell ended up with just 13 points on 6 of 19 shooting. He was hounded all night by the defense of Avery Bradley. Kudos to Avery Bradley for that defense, man. Making things tough for Donovan Mitchell. To hold that kid to 0 for 8 from the 3-point range, 6 of 19 from the floor, including 4 turnovers. That was awesome. Awesome defensive showing, not only by Avery Bradley, but the guys collectively whenever they were tasked um, with that job, to try to slow down Mitchell. Uh, the other guys like Clarkson shot 2 of 13, only 6 points. Um, Joe Ingles only 9 points. We did a great job, man, shutting down their key gunners tonight. Bogdanovich, only 1 of 9 from the field, 0 of 4 from 3-point range, 5 points. The only guy that really did enough damage was Rudy Gobert, 19 points, 16 rebounds, 3 blocks. But we made him work on, we still made him work on the other end of the floor. We were putting him in tough pick and roll situations, making him come out, and he looked highly uncomfortable a lot of the times, having to guard those pick and rolls. So that was a smart game plan tonight from the coaching staff, which I have to give credit to tonight. The only thing I probably would have done a little bit different was put Malik Monk in that starting lineup. Um, I know that's hard to do when you have Bradley in there for his defensive prowess. Um, but maybe you take Ariza out and try to find some way to put Monk in there. I don't know. But you obviously had to start Dwight Howard at center because of Rudy Gobert tonight. And Dwight Howard did a decent job on the boards. And defensively, he looked okay tonight. 3 steals, 2 blocks. Um, so, we're not asking a lot from Dwight Howard, obviously. We're just asking him to be a presence down low defensively and on the glass, which he did decent enough in just 22 minutes tonight. Uh, Russell Westbrook, um, he ended up with 15 points tonight. He started out the game okay, and then I want to say midway through it, I was like, okay, here we go again. Back to bad Westbrook, because he had a sequence of like 4 or 5 bad plays in a row. It was missed shot, bad shot selection, a turnover, and I'm like, okay, here we go again. But he kind of picked it up again. I want to say a little bit later on in the third, and he kind of started that off with one of the most ferocious jams I've seen him do in a while, or anybody of that matter. He took that ball from the top of the key and drove down the lane and just punched it home right over the top of Rudy Gobert, who's won how many Defensive Players of the Year? That was nasty. I jumped out of my seat and I'm like, where has this Westbrook been all year? You know, if we could see more plays like that from Russell Westbrook, there would be less people talking about trading him. You know, I, I would back him a little bit more, but we just don't see that enough from Russell Westbrook. And that still shows you signs of somebody that's in a decline when they give you a glimpse of what they used to do regularly. What he did to Rudy Gobert tonight, just sent him to hell. He used to do that on the regular. Just what, maybe about 3, 4 years ago, he used to do that on the regular, put guys on posters. But when guys can only pull a rabbit out of the hat every so often, it's still, showing you that there is some type of decline there. But I'm rooting for Westbrook because he's on this team and we're basically stuck with him. I mean, you're not going to get anything for him. So the only thing you can do is root for him to try to at least be comparable, be respectable at that position. And he ended up making some good plays towards the end of the game. I think he ended up basically putting a cap on the game when he did that 3-point play towards the end. And we went up like 99-90, something like that. But the Lakers, the only thing about these guys is the Lakers, they fool us. And they've been doing this a lot this year. They fool us, man. They come out here and beat a great team. And then the next thing you know, they're losing to the Pelicans or somebody. I want to be optimistic as possible about this. Maybe we saw some good things and we can keep working upon this. I just need to see more of this to be sold. I'm not sold yet. I'm happy and I'm excited. Of course, I'm happy for any win because we have to keep pace with the Dallas Mavericks and the Denver Nuggets. And, just to try to stay out of that tournament spot. But with that being said, I still don't trust this team. And I don't want to be one of those delusional fans that's, saying that everything's all good after one good game, So we just have to keep our fingers crossed and hope that this might be some type of turnaround. LeBron James ended up with 25 points, 7 rebounds, 7 assists, still in the block. Great. It was above average game for his standards. Not excellent, but above average for his standards. Only because he kind of pulled a little too many threes again, 3 of 8. But other than that, those are still some ridiculous stats that he put up and willing us home against this great team, a great defensive team, Jazz team at that. Y'all can say whatever you want to say, but this team is still 29-15. I know they've kind of had some ups and downs lately, mostly due to Rudy Gobert being out, but they're still a top 3 or 4 team in the Western Conference, and we beat them with a team that's glued together. We're missing Anthony Davis, Carmelo Anthony, Kendrick Nunn, you name it. So we're being held together by duct tape and glue, and we just have to, next man up mentality, man. Next man up mentality, which the guys showed tonight, especially the guys off the bench as well. Stanley Johnson provided a run that helped us get back into this game in the fourth quarter by himself. We were down like 83-74, and Stanley Johnson had a sequence of 4 or 5 plays in a row. I think LeBron James passed it to him on a fast break. He came down, Bogart just bullied Gobert out the way, got a layup. I think it was an and one on that play. The next couple of times down, hold on, let me pause that for you guys. Hold on. Sorry about that. Okay. So yeah, Stanley Johnson, we ended up putting in in some pick and roll situations, and that was interesting as well for the Lakers to trust him at that situation because the Jazz had started trying to disrespect Stanley Johnson, wanting him to shoot either a long mid range or 3-point, and Stanley Johnson did not settle. LeBron James set a pick for him. Rudy Gobert was so scared to come out, he backed up, and Stanley Johnson was able to wheel around and get a layup. And this was like 2 times in a row. The next time around was the same type of play. They backed up again. Stanley Johnson came in, boom, knocked down the mid range. He was great in that moment, and it helped us get back in that game and help us steal it. Once he did that, you had other guys chip in like Austin Reeves with a heroic tip in. Malik Monk added 14 points tonight. THT added 11. So the guys were great off the bench, and we only played 4 guys off the bench. So they absolutely had to be productive for us to win this game, point blank. Especially with the pieces that we're missing at the moment. So, to all, this team, man, I just don't know what to say. I don't have a beat on them at this point. They're so up and down, but the thing about it is they show us that they're capable. When they show us they're capable, okay, it disappoints us when you don't do this, especially against subpar teams. We have the Pacers and the Orlando Magic coming up consecutively, and you have to win those games because if you don't, you're going to be in the lion's den. I think we have the Heat, the Nets, the 76ers, and the Hornets coming up right after those games. So if you lose those easy games, you're going to be in a situation where the games against those elite teams, if you lose those, then that's going to determine your season. That can really determine is your season going to go north or south. We have to, in my opinion, either split or win both of those games, Pacers and the Orlando Magic. We have to. We won the rebounding game tonight, which was surprising with them having Rudy Gobert. We won it 45-44, and on the offensive glass, we won 9-8. We shot atrocious from the 3-point line, but they shot worse. We shot 11 of 37 for basically 30%, and they shot 12 of 46 for 26%, and we held them to 37% shooting from the field. That was domination on the defensive end tonight from us. And that's what helped us stay in this game. That's why I said more so defense, we won this game over offense. Our offense was finally able to kick in once we was able to get consecutive stops. We kept our turnovers to 12 or less. And we turned them over 14 times. So great game tonight, man. Let's just see if we can keep this going, Laker fam. But that's all I have for tonight, guys. As always, thank y'all for watching. Please help my channel grow by like, sharing, and subscribing. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.